What's up, guys? Your boy Darkskin, and today we are going to be going over the top 5 best blue units, speed unit, etc. Now, before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know this is all my opinion. This is all what I feel like, what I think, based off of my experience and everything like that. So if you don't agree with something, cool. You don't have to agree. That's perfectly fine. Now, don't go into the comment section, angry, typing your head off, okay? If you want to have a very calm and regular conversation about it, hey, Darkskin, I think this person should be a little bit higher because blah, blah, blah. That's cool, okay? Just don't, get mad and wild out in the comments, please, okay? Because that's going to make me wild out on you. Let's just not have that, okay? Anyways, so before we get into it, I do want to do an honorable mention, right? He did not make it into the top 5, but Hendrickson, right? Now Hendrickson, he's not that bad of a unit, pretty good. He has lifesteal, which is really, I like lifesteal. He has lifesteal, which is really good. You can, if you want to, you can stack lifesteal on him, or stack damage lifesteal or something, but like I said, he's pretty cool. Like I said, he has lifesteal, does good damage. He can ignite on a second ability, good. His ultimate also has lifesteal, and then his passive, each turn recover rate increases by 10%, max 5 times. Pretty good unit. He didn't make it into the top 5 because I just think the other units are better. But I did want to honorably mention him because he is a very good unit still. Don't get that wrong. He's just not in the top 5. I'm going to actually start doing top 5s on this game. I'm going to be doing top 5s on everything. Top 5s on blue units, red units, green units, demons, humans, top 5 fairies, all of that. So definitely make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are ready for that content. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, right? So starting in 5th place, Bond, right? Blue Bond. Now, Blue Bond is one of my first units I pulled. Like when I was re-rolling, I pulled Blue Bond and Green Meliodas, right? Now, I didn't know how. I thought Bond was really good when I first got him. He wasn't as good as I thought he was, but he's still good. He's still good. He applies Rush, which ignores defense. He does really good damage, actually. His attack stat's not too high, his defense not too high, but he's all right. His second skill, inflict 180, a percentage of damage to an enemy, reduces the target's attack by 20, 30, or 40%. So damage reduction is going to be really good when it comes to certain stuff. Inflict damage to an enemy, reduce their ultimate gauge by 3, which is really good. And then Drain Spa will reduce it by 5. So he pretty much has Red Gother's ultimate. I think Blue Gother has it as well. But anyways, he has Gother ult, which is really good. He can take away ult gauge. He can reduce your target's attack, and he ignores defense with an ability. Well, with his first skill. The reason why he's up here is there's not that many blue units. Well, there's not that many units in general, but Hendrickson didn't really have a place anywhere, right? As far as Bond goes, Bond is really good in Red Raid. He is very good. He gets a boost because he's Bond, number 1. Number 2, he has type advantage. And number 3, he ignores defense, and he can reduce the attack of the enemy. So that's very good, right? He's very good in Red Raid. If you guys do have him, I mean, if you want to build him for Red Raid, I suggest you do. After I get through this list, because there's some other units good for Red Raid as well. But yeah, pretty good unit, pretty solid unit. I like him. Now, in 4th place, I have Deanne. Now, this is actually my favorite Deanne. I'm not putting her here because of, just because I like her, though. But yeah, so her first attack does damage, but if it's 2-star or 3-star, she steals attack skills for 2 turns, right? Pretty good. Then her second one, she applies burst, right? Increased damage done to target with buffs by 2, and it's AoE. So anybody on the enemy team with buffs, they will get double damage. So that's really good, really good. Her ultimate is AoE. It just does damage, but it's AoE. AoE ults are really good to combo with other AoE ults. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen any of my PvP videos, but I'll literally pop Gother ult into King ult, and it's like, I'll wipe the map, right? I'll kill everybody. So pretty good. Moving on to her passive. Each turn, increase on attack by 6%, right? So she's going to be hitting for a lot of damage. Now, the reason why I have her over Bond is because recently we've been seeing this DN in PvP doing very good. I was actually watching someone last night using her in PvP, and they were actually like cooking people, right? She's been doing really good in PvP. She has AoE, so her PvE is going to be good. Not the best PvE, but, you know, really good. So, and I mean, if you build her, you can take her to Red Raid. So, I don't know. I think she's just a little bit better than Bond. Not too much, but just a little bit better. So I put her in the 4th spot. Moving on to 3rd place, Blue Gother. Now, I know everybody is sucking off Red Gother. I get it. I have Red Gother on my team as well. But do not sleep on Blue Gother. Blue Gother cannot substitute Red Gother, but it is a good Gother to put in. Like, he's still very good, right? Even though he's not Red Gother. Reason why, his first card does it's low damage, right? It's very low damage. 60, 90, 150. It's low damage, but it's AoE and it applies weakness. Weakness means increased damage done to targets with debuffs times 3, right? So do you know, like, if you don't know how easy it is to debuff somebody, it's really easy. So he's gonna be tripling his damage. So it's not that hard to get this off, right? And it does the same thing all 3 cards, so it's not that bad. Then his second one, seal debuff skills for all enemies for 1 turn, right? So if they're trying to debuff, you're gonna seal them. 2-star and 3-star, you reduce the attack of all enemies by 20 and 40% as well. So that's going to be pretty good as well. So Gother isn't really going to be as good as the red one, but he's still out here doing some stuff. He's still out here putting in work. And then his ultimate's the same thing as the other Gother. Inflict AoE damage, takes away the ultimate gauge by 3 or 5 if you have the Fate combo. So yeah. Then his passive, each time a debuff wears off on your team, heal 10% of missing HP. That's not super good, but it is pretty good because after you're not debuffed, you do get some HP back. Okay. Now, moving on to 2nd place, Slater. Now, if y'all have been playing the game for any amount of time, y'all already know why Slater is on this list. The man hits for dumb damage, right? 160, 240, 400, and applies cutting, increases critical chance time 2. So he's a crit machine. He's gonna be critting all the time. So you have the 400% damage plus his crits, right? And he already has crit rate by 30 and crit damage 160. And you're gonna be stacking crit rate and crit damage on him. He's gonna be doing dumb damage, right? Now, even moving forward, his second skill, right? Inflicts certain amount of damage, but if it's 2-star or 3-star, he's gonna add he's gonna seal stance for 1 turn. So that means Meliodas counter, gone. Bond heal stance, gone. All of that, he taking it away. Get up out of there, right? Moving on to the ultimate. He's gonna be doing damage and applying infect for 2 turns. And then if you have his fate, he just does more damage. But his passive, if you attack an enemy with an empty ultimate gauge, triple your crit chance. So his crit chance goes from 30 to 90 before you add the extra crit rate. Not to mention, this is going to be increased critical chance by 2. Honestly, I don't think you should even run crit rate. I'd go like triple crit damage, low key. Well, now you do need the crit rate if his passive doesn't activate. But anyways, yeah, very good. He's amazing in Red Raid. He's probably the best blue unit you could take to Red Raid, right, for damage. Amazingly solid. Now, moving on to rank 1. Y'all should have already knew who it is. It's your boy, King, Grizzly Sin of Sloth. You already know. Y'all should have already knew that. Y'all should have already knew that, right? I shouldn't even had to, come on now. His first ability does good damage. He does good damage, and he's not even a damage dealer. He is a support / healer, right? So, good damage, 200 damage, 250, and then it doesn't change for 2 and 3 star. But if it's 2 star, he gets a petrify for 1 turn. If it's 3 star, he gets a petrify for 2 turns. You already know, right? 1 star 8th configuration removes all debuffs, so he has a cleanse. As a 2 star, he'll 30% of missing HP and remove all debuffs. And then 3 star, he'll 50% of missing HP. His ultimate, you already know, very good. AoE, good damage, applies crushing, ignores patience rate, and then it's just more damage with his fate. But his passive, increased base stats of all fairy clan members by 8%. This used to be not that good of a passive in my opinion. The reason why, when the game first started and you got this king, he was the only fairy. Now granted, him being the only fairy, he still gets his own passive. But now that we have Green Helbram, who is actually pretty good, right? Green Helbram's really good as a support type unit because the second ability boosts all offensive capabilities. So you boost like attack, penetration, crit rate, crit damage. All of that gets boosted by Green Helbram, right? But not to mention Red Helbram. Red Helbram is also a very good unit. So we're getting a lot more fairies, and we're supposed to be getting Elaine pretty soon. So this passive is becoming better and better as time passes. So that is my top 5 and my honorable mention, technically, of the blue units in the game. I'll be sure to do the green, red, yada yada within the next days or whenever I do them. So that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. That being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.